It is possible that Tesla is in a world of hurt and that your stock, your investment in Tesla is in grave danger. Or maybe we're just getting a little ahead of ourselves. Well, I mean, there's too many things to look at. Some of the board of directors are shedding their shares. Some of the vehicles are not doing well. And then, of course, we've got recall madness aplenty. But we're going to get a little dose of sanity from a little fella I like to call Randy Kirk.
A little fella?
That's what his parents called him. That's what they called you. It's our little fella, Randy Kirk. That's your name. So I didn't pick it. They did. I'm Brian. Welcome to Future Asa. Randy Kirk, we've got some trouble brewing. Have you heard? Thousands of SUVs
wait a minute. You actually used the Guardian as a reference. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Don't worry. We'll get past. Well, thousands of Tesla SUVs recalled in Australia over software fault that can increase risk of injury. What's missing from this headline?
Let me see. Maybe that it was solved by an over-the-air update.
Okay, you know what? I think we should probably jump over to Google News and just look at the related stories. I don't know if I can make this much bigger without it distorting. There we go. So here we go. There's a bunch of news stories. This is a full coverage. Nope, not mentioned there. Urgent recall. No. Tesla hit with another major recall. Tesla Model Y recalled over window that can close with excessive force. Thousands. Okay, so do you see a trend emerging here? Because we can scroll this all the way to the bottom. Urgent recall, thousands. And these, I'm confident one person posted all of these because that's the same headline and picture in a bunch of different ones. Over and over.
Yeah.
Well, why? I mean, first of all, how confident are you that this software problem can be fixed over the air?
I have a high degree of confidence.
Well, it is a software problem, so that would make sense. Let's find out how far they buried it. More than 7,000 have been recalled. Federal Transport issued the recall over the weekend, warning that Model Y were subject to an issue. Due to a software issue, the driver's side window can close. If a body part's in the window, it could risk injury. Owners affected will be contacted by Tesla, although the issue can be rectified by installing an over-the-air software update issued by the company.
Yes. Well, occasionally we don't install them right away. So maybe there is a reason to let us know.
When you get in the car, it tells you update available.
Yeah, it's kind of like your phone, your laptop.
Right. And if you ignore it for too long, it just does it.
Yeah.
When I was traveling to Michigan in 2024, I did not have access to my home Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, well, this update, I guess I'll get it when I get it. And then a couple days later, it was like, okay, it's ready. I'm like, what? Yeah, I've been connecting to the Wi-Fi every time you stop at a charger. It's ready. It's ready now. Yeah, I was very impressed, very pleased. The car does things. I got a notice on my phone. I didn't even notice it. It said, by the way, ultra wideband has been enabled on your car. Apparently the Model 3 has it. So if I have that turned on my phone, I checked, my phone does have that. I can activate it on the app. If you walk up to the back of your car with groceries in your hands, it opens the trunk.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. And did I pay for that? I mean, technically, I suppose. But what my kid said was, this is the kind of thing that you would expect to get on the next model.
Yeah.
So what I hear you saying is that this massive recall is not a massive... What?
Of 7,000 vehicles.
Well, as a percentage of the market, maybe that's significant, is already handled over the air, and that all of these articles are spitting hot hooey.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I'm just saying that, if you want to be an honest arbiter, if you want to be a journalist, that maybe that should have been in the headline. Yeah.
Out of all of those publications, not one thought to be honest in the headline. And saying that you can, no, it's not that you can, it's that you probably already have. and that's just how it's done. They make it sound like, well, you could do it instead of take it in. You can't take it in. If you take it in and say, look,
Yeah.
I don't understand technology at all, they'll say, let me just tell you, when you get in the car and it says update, click OK.
Okay.
That's it. You're done. Your car is fixed. No service ticket, no needing a loaner. You're just, I mean, please go home. Your family is concerned. They don't know where you are. I'm just kidding. They have the app. They know exactly where
That's
you
right.
are.
They know exactly where you are. That's right.
Okay, so that puts my mind at ease. Randy, we've got another topic here we have to discuss because James Murdoch has sold 120,000 shares of Tesla. He's on the board, has been for many years now. Sold 120,000 shares at an average price of $350. Not bad. Got $42 million out of it. So obviously he's, done, right? He's out. What's going on?
I think that he might have needed to, hire some new talent at Fox. I don't know. Um, I have no idea actually. In this particular case, I do know
Sure.
that the members of the board of directors, several of them have very specific methods that they use to sell the shares that they accumulate as a result of being a member of the board of directors. I don't know the James Murdoch story, other than that he's the son of another Murdoch.
Yes, and that he was instrumental in their leadership as well. That's why he was qualified to be on the board.
Yes.
After this only reduced his position by 14.69 nice percent. So he's still got about $250 million. So what does he want 42 million for? I don't know. That's kind of feels like none of my business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this concern you that a board member reduced their position by less than 15%? Should investors be worried?
I think that it is a very good thing that the news does publish the fact that insiders do sell or buy. I think it's a valid thing to take into consideration when you're making a decision. Now, if you want to tell me the story, great. If you want to turn it into some kind of a clickbait or some kind of thing where you're suggesting that it's the end of the world, that's a whole other story. Now, if you've got 7 people that are all selling at once, or 27, or 500, or whatever, and it all took place without 6-month planning, like most of these things have. I forget.
I think it's 3 months.
Some are
But
3.
but it's well into the future
Well in
to
advance.
prevent insiders from taking advantage of the market.
Unlike
And
politicians.
I'll speak up on that real quick. If you look at the number of politicians who've outperformed the S&P, it's something like 20 out of 535 members of the House and Senate. That's not good. And I don't think there's a single person in the House or the Senate who has beaten my gains over the last 5 years. And I am no genius and have no inside information. And if you look at the timing of some of their sales, we have seen some. I did see one recently that was it Nvidia? No, it was Intel. Somebody, a politician bought a bunch of Intel just before the U.S. acquisition of the big buy-in, and that was clearly dirty. But if you look at some of the politicians who've traded in Tesla, for example, and you look at the timing of their buys and sells, it's a real head scratcher. So if they have inside information, it doesn't appear to be helping them. And you and I have discussed this. If I were to tell you, here's exactly how many cars Tesla's going to sell this quarter, here's the earnings per share, I'll let you know a week before it comes out. I don't even know what you would do with that information. I'm not confident that 90% of the time that we would be able to guess which way that means the stock is going to go, unless it's a tremendous blowout or a tremendous miss. That's my 2 cents.
There's your 2 cents, and my 3 cents would only be if they are performing that badly with inside information. I just lost another rung of confidence in our legislators.
I mean, we've seen, you and I have surely both seen breathtakingly incompetent crimes. We're like, what was the objective? Because you didn't get there.
Well, yes.
In the comments, what's your favorite crime? I don't know. But yeah, the fact that only something like 20 to 30 members out of
Yeah,
535 outperform the market is crazy to me.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, have you tried tossing a coin? So, I don't know, man. But I would also mention that I know several people who are lifetime up at casinos by
Oh,
about 15 bucks, 20 bucks, because you get up that high, you might as well quit because you're just
yeah.
never going to be this good again. And again, today's theme, the overarching theme, you guys, is bad news. So I'm going to show this one last slide here because this is bad news, right? Lathrop's Megafactory has 342 megapacks on site. Is that good news or bad news?
The Megafactory in Lathrop has a lot of, well, they always have a bunch of them on site because they have to accumulate them
Just ship them.
before they
Yeah,
ship them all at once to the site where it's going to be installed because you want to set up the site, you need to set up the pads, you need to get all the equipment in that's going to be, what do you call it, the cranes and whatnot that are going to be lifting them off the trucks and putting them in place. You do this all at one time. So
it's a big
therefore,
dance.
yes, it's a
Yeah.
dance. Yes.
Well, I predicted tomorrow's headline Tesla trouble as billions in unsold megapacks pile up in parking lots. I don't think they'll actually run that headline,
Oh,
but
I
I
see.
guess today I'm the bad guy with the FUD.
I see.
And the only reason they won't run that headline is because I'm not convinced that the mainstream media knows what a megapack is.
Or
And
where Lathrop
304
is.
or where Lathrop is. I think that if they understood how many dollars we're looking at right there, they would actually cover it.
Right.
But because
Right.
every one of those you see roll past you on a truck is 200 grand in profit.
Yeah.
In
$1 million
profit, you guys.
roughly of merchandise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll come back to this story tomorrow when we cover good news, because this is good news. We'll get to that. So in the meantime, you guys, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? Hey, have you checked out Randy's channel? Find out what he's up to. He gets some amazing guests on there. Phil is amazing. The other Brian, the slightly less evil twin of mine, Brian, is there. He gets, and he does some fun coverage. And who knows, you might even see me twice a week. How does he get me? It's unbelievable. The story will shock you. Guys, thank you for your support. It's my final night in Kathmandu before I head home. So by the time you see this, I will be
Catman
in
done.
transit.
You'll be
I will
Catman
be
done.
I will be so Catman done. I will have Catman done. I Catman did. So 30 hours back, and I land on one of my layovers. I will be live streaming with Herbert and Nick. So that's going to be fun. Guys, what are you going to do? Hey, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And everybody else, stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots when I get back home.